I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for. Every single day of my life, maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
I never feel that I'm at my best. I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved. Even though it's been very successful for me, I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, to some extent as a role model in all aspects. So I'm never really too complacent with myself or with what I've achieved. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
No, I've never been afraid. I mean, obviously you're nervous, but afraid means you're not confident in your skills. I have total confidence in my skills, so I'm not afraid.
You had the utmost confidence. Your confidence level was through the roof. Where is it now?
On top of the roof. I don't think my confidence changed. I wouldn't have come back into this situation.
Sports is a tool that teaches, and it teaches you bad things. It can also teach you good things. It's how you perceive those things. I've looked at every experience that I've had, negative and positive, and taken that as a positive. If I wouldn't change anything because I think it would alter some of the other things that I have. So when I look back, I can't say that I've had any bad things happen. Sure, I mean, you don't want bad things to happen, but you deal with bad things. You can't have good or without bad. Basketball is my love, always have been, and I can't ever envision an ending of something like that. That passion that I have for the game. Until
to attract anything into your life like a magnet every night, it will reprogram your.
Until that's when it's, well, I can wait. I'm not in a rush.
It's never enough. It's never enough as long as you compete. It's always great to win, but that's why you compete.
Each time that you win, it takes away a little bit of that hunger, which is a challenge within itself. It's a battle within your mind to find a challenge to go to that same place that you've been 5 times before, and that's hard. When people say, well, the first one was hardest, no, the last one's the hardest because you're battling with yourself. Because a lot of times I had to battle with myself to keep challenging myself. That to me was why I would say that the biggest battle was myself, because when you get to a certain pinnacle, you got to find some ways to keep going out there for 82 games.
I just think that I have the habits of working hard. I always been taught that to reach a goal that in life that you want, you have to work hard to get to it. And so far, I just, have that in mind.
Determination, what your motives are, what your ambitions were from the beginning. It's been a lot of soul searching in terms of, it's easy to sit back and say, well, I've given my best. I'm tired. Somebody else got to do it or whatever. I didn't take that approach. I thought positively and said whatever I could do, every little inch of energy that I have, I'm going to try to provide for this team. I mean, if you give up, then they give up. So I didn't want to give up. No matter how sick I was, or how tired I was, or how, low on energy I was, I felt the obligation, to my team, to the city of Chicago to go out and give that extra effort. TV even harder.
My competitive drive is far greater than anyone else that I've met. You know, I think that I thrive on that. I think that's my biggest motivation in life, you know, is to compete, you know, find different competitions in certain things in life and try to overcome that, you know, be it positive or negative. But I have yet to meet someone who is as competitive as me, you know, and I just feel that much confident about my competitive drive.
I still feel that I have a plateau that, you know, I hadn't reached yet in terms of my skills or my expectations of myself. You know, I'm always going to expect myself to do certain things or surpass certain things. As long as I believe that, then, you know, my road to success is going to continue to expand.
My principal advised me to go to an Air Force Academy because he felt that after I finished college, I'd have a job. So I said, no, I don't want to go that route. So I decided to go to University of North Carolina. A lot of people didn't expect me to do so well, but I guess that was a challenge that I faced. And sometimes you have to face those challenges and see what happens.
I will not quit this game because of what the media has done to me or what other people have done to me. I will quit this game because my skills are diminished. I can't find the challenges to keep pushing myself. My love is always going to be there, but my pride won't let me leave because someone else is going to push me out. I'm going to leave on my own terms, and I don't think too many athletes have that opportunity to do. And that's what I want to do whenever it comes to my time.
You know, we are old. Sure, we're tired. It's been a long season. But mentally, we have a vision. We have a finish that we have to attain, you know, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, you know, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed when you have to deal with, you know, some of these negatives. And I'm pretty sure, you know, by the end of this playoffs, you'll see the old and the tired people who are very, very young and strong mentally.
To be happy, you got to have the support. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have for being who I am, you know, and not to wear it on my sleeve, be very humble about it. One thing my parents taught me very well is, you know, don't wear your reputation, don't wear your accolades, don't wear your personality on your sleeve. Let it happen, let it be you. It is who you are. Don't hide from it, but don't wear it and rub it in people's faces. And, you know, the thing that I remember the most about my father, and, you know, I had him for 32 years, you know, and I never look at it from a negative sense. Obviously, he was murdered, and rarely do I get the chance to talk about him, you know, but the thing that I do remember all the time, you know, I think about him practically every day, is for a person like myself who live in the spotlight and is so critical, you know, from people all the time in terms of what I do, what I say, you know, where I go. The thing he's always said, take a pause before you make a decision and say, what if? And the purpose for saying what if is that whatever decision you make, always either going to have consequences. And not that I live in a box to where I'm afraid to do things. I know that, you know, as my father says, the what if comment is to be able to deal with the consequences of what decisions you make. And you think about that. If you think about the consequences, pro or con, you make the right decisions that you feel is the right decision. Now, all the decisions I made, other people may view to be not the right decisions from their perspective. But for me to go play baseball, and everybody says, oh, it was a failed opportunity to play baseball. You know, that's what they think. For me, it was the best thing that could have happened for me because it allowed me to go back to the game with a stronger passion. At the same time, I was able to understand the love that these minor league baseball players have, making $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month, which is nothing. But for them, it was big. To me, to see that helped me put things in perspective, to understand the platform that I was on in 93, that when I went back to it in 95 and 96, I appreciated it even greater. So when we won those championships and we went through those things mattered to me far greater than what I did in 91, 92, 93. People don't see that, and people will never understand that to be success. All they think about, well, he batted 202, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. But the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion was there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
Wow. Don't be afraid to fail. Good morning, everybody from Ghana. I hope you had a beautiful night. This is going to be a brief update, right, on what we are doing so far. On Bitfoot, I just asked Joseph Tran. He said he has not been able to place trade yet. He's been in his diving school or something, but we've been following the development. We saw some people made a few losses, while some had some very good profit. So today we're going to follow like what we said. We're just not going to jump into projects ever like that. It doesn't matter how exciting the project is. We have to follow through the project carefully, study it, make sure that it is doing what it's supposed to do. But for me, for the Bitfoot project, it's an amazing project that I love so much, right? I really love to understand how to trade in meme coin. People are making millions, and we can do it, right? We can do it. We are not different from them. It's just trading and the same chat. So when we understand how it works, it will help the whole community. Even if you're not a trader, you can still follow the community through the copy trade system. So the academy is there, the token is there, and then we are watching the progress of the system gradually. For the crypto traders, a lot of you upgraded yesterday, and then I don't know, I'm sure you are beginning to see the beauty of the project. All right, this project is going to give you 3x the value you put in. These are people we trust. Mike trusts these people. And yesterday, most of you had 1 or 2 challenges, and you saw how fast it was fixed. All right, so we're dealing with the creators directly, even though it's a decentralized system, renounced smart contracts, whatever you have it, right? You're not doing withdrawal. The withdrawal is going straight into your wallet, right? And you don't even need to even build. But if you build, you will grow so fast. One of the big networkers in Ghana here yesterday was asking me about it. He was like, wow, these are the kind of projects I like. All right. I was like, wow, I know you like ROI project. So he's very excited about it. And I'm also excited about it. Not just because of what the project will bring, is the fact that we are working with Mike on this project. And he's even willing to help those who upgrade. So for those of you who still want to upgrade, just do your upgrade. It's still open, right? So yesterday I submitted just a few names, about 4 of you upgraded, but I only got 2 links yesterday. So more people should upgrade today. All right. For the high risk system, I'm still on it, right? That one is, I know a lot of people, because of the way, because if we just went with Hotternaut and there was no astronaut, we would have been in another one now, which is already there 9 days, making money. I didn't want to join because we're already late. Then for the other one that looked like DGPT is going on, right? I did withdraw yesterday. We're gonna see when it's gonna come, 48 hours and all that. Well, for me, I told everybody don't do more than $150, and that would give you $5 per day. So every 2 days you can remove your $10. All All right, it looks small, but how long it is? The idea is very simple. Once you have your $150 taken out twice, if you want to build, you build, but don't ever build. Just take out your profit every 2 days. For that one. So basically, the update today is not much. We are still on the copy trade. I already explained what we want to do with the copy trade. The copy trade is going to be huge. I've already looking at it. Not just not just the fact that anybody can copy what we are doing, and many can also learn, because if you're already a trader and you're copying our trade, you can see the trade and okay, wow, why did he buy like this? Why is he selling like this? Look at this, and you will learn from it too. All right. So we're going to have 3 copy trade system. We already have one for Cent where everybody can join with even as low as $25. You just copy that trade and you can withdraw it to USDT anytime. And we're also going to have another one where we also trade Bitcoin. I want to trade Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin almost got to 90,000 yesterday, but it's pulling back a bit. And that when it pulls back like that, it's going to just jump to 100 and above. And Bitcoin could get to above 100,000 before the end of the year. All right, that's very possible. Then we also have, like I told you, the academy is going on. We had a very long class yesterday. So every one of you students, you have to do your test today. You have to do your test even before the next class. So if I don't see good number of you who have done your test, we won't have the class today. Because I really want to see progress. I want to see that people are really following, and because even if when it's a test, do it. It's just a multiple test. Even if you get 50%, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you can see your progress. You see how much you've assimilated. We can even use today to study. All right. But if I see good results before evening, then we'll have a Tuesday class. So basically, I think that's all. For today, I think we are making progress. I think we are really making progress. Now we have the Bitfoot is a good project. Some of you don't have a lot of money. Don't just relax. Wait. Let's see how the Bitfoot project is going. All right. Let's see how the Bitfoot. Even if you have to wait for a week or two, doesn't matter. All right. From the look of things, this is something that's going to be here for a long time. This is not like every other project. You say, oh. They are gone. No, this one is the meme coin market is already there. So I believe the Bitfoot is going to introduce a lot of us into it. Now we can learn how to copy other traders. I'm telling you, it's a skill. Once you learn it, you make a lot of money, and we're going to do it here. But we lost a lot of money through DGPT and some of these small projects. We are not just only going to recover it; we're going to make a lot. All right. I don't know I don't know. You should have a target in mind and say, okay, this is how much I want to earn daily. This is how much I'm looking at earning weekly and monthly. If you don't set that target, you will get there. All right, you have to set a target. For me, my target monthly is $100,000. I don't know whether your vision is inside that one. So if you are looking at $5,000, it's still small in that 100,000. 100,000 to me, for me, just I believe it's really nothing, because if we look at footballers, look at athletes and how much they make weekly, what is 100,000? So why should you limit your dream? So you can set 1,000 for yourself. You can set 500 for yourself. That's how you attract that thing you want to get. See, so for me, it's 100,000, right? And I'm going to prove it to all of you that it's possible to earn 100,000 monthly online space. So at this point, because I told my wife this morning, I want us to have a very short meeting so that by 10:30 we can have our support time. Because that support time is important to help those who are registering, to educate more people on what we are doing, each of the projects and all that. But basically, mornings like this, we'll just give you updates on what we are doing every day for 6 days, Monday to Friday and Saturdays. So Esther, I'll call you up at this time to answer questions, just questions, and we move. So I want this meeting to even be short as 30 to 45 to 1 hour. We're done. We don't want long meetings again. By now, a lot of people are healing, all right? A lot, because why we had the reason why we continue this was to make sure that people can heal through the process of losing LGBT, and we can also learn new things and learn new approach. Because when you are in this earth, you can't give up. It's not possible. It's only when you say you are tired means you want to die. You want to leave this world. Why should you leave this beautiful world? How many countries have you visited? How many places have you traveled to? Hope is important. It's good for you to have hope. Hope is a powerful force. That's what the Bible talks about: hope, faith, and love. It said the greatest is love. And that's what God is teaching us this morning, how to walk in love, right? How to walk in love. So once you have hope, there's nothing you cannot get. The Bible says, hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our heart. So it is not just your power. It's not by you. So I hope to make $200 every week, every day. It looked like a weak hope, but if the love of God is in your heart, strong, that hope will come alive. That's it. See, it will come alive. I look at the people that are trading the meme coin. I see somebody taking $23,000 to $500 and something $1,000. These are human beings. Can't we do it too? We can do it. But we have to start small. It may take us 3 months, it may take us 6 months, it may take us 1 year, but we'll just be growing together like that, learning from each other. You have done this. Okay, how did you do it? We put it together and we're moving. And we have our own strategy. We just move with our own strategy. Before you know it, we're all doing so well. I'm looking forward to when my students in this community will start trading. Someone will buy his $10,000 evaluation account. Another person will buy his $50,000 account. Somebody else will do $100,000 account. Oh, I just got paid my first profit. These exciting things. I'm looking at when Bitfood starts and everybody now can copy these traders and we are making real money. This is the joy of life. It's not about losing. You say, oh, I've lost money. What is it? When you lose, you learn. It's like trading. If you don't lose in forex, you can't learn. It's the most difficult thing. I told my students, I said, listen, you don't have a mentor in forex, it can take you 10 years. and you will still understand it. But when you have a mentor who has been there and has been beaten and has gone through all that pain, the journey is fast. That's why a community like this is good, because there are so many of you here who are more experienced than me when it comes to this meme coins and all that, because I never really have interest in all those things at all. The only interest I have, right, in this my life is trading, building, all right, and preaching the gospel. I don't have time because we bought a lot of coin. Since Bitcoin, we bought a lot of coin. My wife will buy this coin, we'll buy this Ethereum, we'll buy that coin, we'll buy many of them, a whole lot of coins just there. All right. We say, no, that's not the way to go. All right. So the way to go is to understand how trading works, because everything in the world is about trading. There must be an exchange of knowledge, exchange of value. Even locally, the business you do locally. And most of you don't even look at your local environment. There are businesses that you can do locally that will also be bringing money to you. The other day, the guy that comes to pick the bean in our house, I'll share it with you, because this community is about ideas. Guys that comes to pick the bean in our house, we're saying, oh, they have this tricycle that they use to move this bean around, So if we can get them some of these tricycles to, they'll be balancing about, 2,000 Ghana cedi every week. I was like, wow, see. So just imagine if you have 10 of that, giving you the 2,000 Ghana cedis every week. And these guys, you can see them. This is, the debt will always be there. We'll always have debt. It's like the man that made a lot of money in Nigeria through, what do you call it? We call it shit business is good business. Because his own is to clean up people's shit. And he became a billionaire. Like you come to Ghana here, you have Zoom Lion, one of the richest guys in Ghana. See, so you too can start little in your community. You have these boys that pack these. You buy them that small truck. They balance you every week. These are ways of because the only way your local currency can mean anything is when it is also working locally. If it's not working locally, you have to convert it and keep it in your crypto wallet, or else it's just useless. So at this point, I just want to throw that in. Let us not also forget our locality. There are some businesses that we can also invest in that will be bringing in money. All right. Some of you, it could be just little things. Before you know it, you can start buying. You buy a land, small land. Make sure that it's a place where you can rent the property. It takes time, but the money will come. But if you don't plan for it, you will waste it. You will say, okay, I have some 50,000 somewhere. What will I do? Oh, there's one business here. You take the money is gone. But if you already have a plan for that money, all right, you will not do that. And with the way we are going in this community, where we are training each other on how to risk and how to not put everything into, even if the Bitfoot trading, even if you have $100, you're not going to put the $100 in one trade. Because I saw yesterday, some people lost 50%. Some lost about, 40%. You see, while some made about 200 and something percent, some make 300 and something percent. But how do you fish out the good traders? What if you made a mistake and you choose a wrong trader? Are you going to put all your capital there? No. So this place is about learning how to manage our finances, how to invest in ROI system. Thank you very much. So Esther, please, I want this meeting to be very brief so that we can have time for our support. Thank you.
Thank you, House. Before I start asking questions, hello, everyone. Today, I was so happy. And the reason why I'm happy is because we did not rush into Bitfoot. You know, the problem of rushing is that you make mistakes. That is the problem of rushing. Yesterday, in fact, I was so happy with our team because yesterday in the other teams, they were rushing. I was like, oh my God, people don't know how to trade. You don't even know how to choose a good trader. You don't even know how to even buy the thing. You are rushing. And some of them are funded with $500, $600, $1,000. I was just like, wow. I was just sitting down and I was just looking and I knew there is nobody to warn them. There is nobody to tell them, calm down. You are going to lose all that money if you don't know what you are doing. And I was just quiet. When I woke up this morning, I saw people who had lost 50% of it because they didn't even know how to risk $5 of it. Some of them didn't even know they were risking all the money out. Some of them had no idea of how to use it. And some of the leaders now had to come in and say, calm down, please, people, calm down. I was like, this is the wrong timing to tell them to calm down. You are supposed to cool the tempest down from the beginning. Get them to calm down and learn the thing very well before they enter. Let them get the right information. Let them get everything right before they enter. But when you are rushing and rushing and rushing and rushing, you don't know the platform. You don't know the traders. You don't know nothing. You don't know jack. But you are entering in. You know, I was so happy for this house. Because I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. Because possibly, if you were in another group, you might also probably also rush like everybody else. And then you'll be making mistakes. But sometimes people think, oh, I'll lose out. No, you will not lose out. You will never lose out. It is better to get it right than to get it wrong. It is always better to get it right. Everything that you rush into, you will fail. Everything that you take your time to do, you will pass. It's the principle God has placed. You have to learn to become, when everybody is rushing, just calm down in the rush. You will see that they will not even notice there are traps in the middle of the way that they are going to fall in. But you will see those traps. The few you can protect, you can protect. Those few you can't protect, you can't. They will have to be bent. Now, those who have lost money, they will now calm down. And now they will start reasoning and say, I think I need to now understand the system. That is what we are doing in this room. That is what we are doing in this room. My husband kept on saying, let's wait. Even if you wait for 2 weeks, It's not because he wants you to miss out. He wants you to get it right. Because the losses are too much. We've lost too much money. We can't be making the same mistake over and over and losing more money. We need to learn to tread cautiously. Yes, Bitfoot has come to stay because the copy trade system, and it's an academy. They're training you about meme coins and how to take advantage of it. But the way people were rushing yesterday, it almost looked like it's a do or die. It's a do or die. Look at Joseph Tron. This is a guy who wants to make money crazily. But yesterday, when he saw the craziness of it, he just stopped and went to his diving class. He didn't even involve himself. He went to dive. He said they should teach him how to dive in the sky. That's what he went to do yesterday. He didn't get involved because he knew it is better for me to go and dive than to lose half of my money in a platform that I can make a lot later on. Guys, it's very important. And sometimes too, it is not good for us to be in our comfort zone. Sometimes let's get out of our comfort zone. Look at my husband. He trades Forex. That is his comfort zone. That is his area. That is where he knows every little secret cranny about Forex, about commodities, about indices, about everything that has to do with Forex, everything that has to do with commodities, everything that has to do with assets, everything. He knows everything about that. That's his comfort zone. But he's pushing himself out of that comfort zone. He's looking at the meme coin. It's like, no, I see the same candles I'm seeing in Forex, but I believe meme coins is different. I want to take my time to learn the skill of trading. Because when he starts learning the skill of trading, it will give him the sense to find out the good traders he needs to copy in that inside trader, in that Bitfoot. Guys, we need to, when things are hyped, very hyped, you need to calm down. Relax. Let the hype pass. And then let sanity cool down. Then you see things clearly. Then you can take your action. Then you will see things very clear. But right now, when it's being hyped, you are calling this person, I don't know. You call this person, I don't know. Yesterday, it was very funny on the group. Oh, they said it's Portsmouth. Somebody said, no, they said it is this thing. Somebody said it. I was like, oh my God, how would you people succeed with all this confusion? You know, I thank God for this house. And I thank God we'll keep learning. And I thank God that this learning, that money cannot buy. What we are going through now, money can never buy it. You know, and something that came to my mind today, you know, our pastor kept on talking about the eagle. And it's our month of eagles. And there is something peculiar about eagles with their young. When they want to teach their children how to fly, they throw them, they will hit the net, the nest, and throw them in the air. When I'm talking about where they are very high. Mountain top, the peak of a mountain top, that is where their nest is. And they will throw their children down in the air. The children will be feeling like they're coming to die. They are falling like they're coming to die. And the mother eagle will just fly and push her feathers under them, and they will fall on the feathers, and she will glide towards the sun. And with that, continuously, she keeps doing that until the children knows how to survive on their own in that level. Right now, we are like eagle youngs. It is not a nice place we are now. It's a very painful place. And sometimes it feels like you're going to die because the eaglet is being thrown about 90,000 kilometers far, and he's coming down. He doesn't know whether he's going to survive or not. But every single day, the mother eagle will come and bear her young, fly them towards the sun, because the sun is where he gains her strength from. And that is how she's able to blind enemy from her. So she goes to the sun becomes so bright, it blinds the eyes of all the other evil birds that are targeting them. Until her children are fortified and strong enough to be able to fly on their own. Then her job is done. That is what we are going through now. We are going through a very high state, a very painful state. But those who are calm, those who are alert, and are not looking at the pain, but looking at how they will survive in this place that is not your comfort zone, you will see how far you will begin to fly. You will have strength. When enemies are coming, you will charge like the eagle and go straight to the sun, because the sun will blind all the eagles. The sun will blind all the enemies that are charging towards that eagle. It's very important. There is so much about the eagle. I have learned so much within this week. It has shown me some inner strength. That inner strength God has placed in you. There is a reason why it's there. There is reason why it's there. That in the face of challenge, that is when your best comes. The challenge didn't come to destroy. It came to make you. Came to make you strong. It came to make you see opportunities, how to move to the next level. We are in our next level. We are learning a lot. And this learning we are learning is going to bring us millions like we've never seen before. And by years back, when you turn back and you remember the process you went through, you will thank God you went through that. Guys, it's very important. There is another thing I like about the eagle. The eagle, when she grows old, she renews her youth by herself. And funny enough, when her beak becomes very weak and she can't eat, she will break her beak herself. Break it so that you will grow. But you know the beautiful thing? That is what the power of community does. The other eagles who know he's old, cannot eat, they will go and look for food and come and feed that eagle until his youth is renewed again. That is what we are doing in this place. That is what we are doing in this place. They will come. He will pull all his feathers off. Pull every feather off. Every weak feather. You pull everything off. And his feathers will have to grow all over again. He will have to break his nails for it to grow fresh again. And all this time, he's going through that painful process. He has other eagles who are strong in their strength, will go and fetch food for him to eat, because without food he will die. They will bring the food to that higher level on the peak of the mountain, because that's where he's born. And that is where he goes to, because that is his safe place, where he knows no enemy can come there and devour him. So he will stay there until he's rejuvenated, his youth is renewed, then he comes back again. So an eagle can stay from 70 years to 100 years, because it keeps renewing his youth. Guys, we are renewing ourselves. We are renewing our minds. We are renewing everything around us. And we being a community joining together, we are feeding each other. Every single day, we feed each other, we strengthen each other, we pray for each other, we love each other, and we keep moving. We are not stopping, because that is the way to go. And I want us all to understand this process. We are in to win big. One day, we'll all be laughing with each other and everything. Look at my environment here. This rubbish guy who comes to pick rubbish every day, I see him as my brother. Even though the guy is from another place. He will come, he will know, oh, sister, how are you? You called me sister, how are you? I said, my brother, how are you? He'll come and pick the bin. I said, how much do you want to charge? He said, oh, my sister, I can't charge you. I said, no, you must charge me. You must also eat. I give him something. Later on, he came to me and said, sister, this business is very lucrative. This baller business, this rubbish business is very lucrative. If you can get trucks, I can get you trusted guys, and then you will be making money every week. We will be renting it to them. They'll be using it. I was amazed at it's very important to be good to people. You know, when you are good to people, before you realize this contribution, they were saying, oh, let's contribute money and go and trade forex. Contribute it to do business rather. I'd rather prefer that. I'd rather prefer 2 or 3 partnerships. You trust each other. You say, okay, let's do business in this country and see, since you are here, let's do it. This thing in Nigeria, there's a business here. Let's contribute money and do this. Before you realize, we are recovering so fast. My husband is encouraging people, don't just invest fully online. If you don't have the money, that's why we have partnerships. You might have the skill. Another person might have small money. Another person might have a little money. Another person, before you all join together, the force is stronger than you can imagine. Community is powerful, guys. Community is powerful. It's powerful when it has the right mindset, when there is no backbiting, when there is no insults, when there is no instigation, when you are clear, you love your people with all your heart, and all you are thinking about their benefits, how they will benefit, how they will get there. I'm telling you, God will be the captain of that group, and he will push it to success. He will push it to success. I know what I'm saying. So that's the little I want to give to the house. My husband said I should let it be shocked, but this was in my spirit. I just thought I need to bring it out. And I'm happy I brought it out. It will be a blessing to somebody. So now, please, if you have any question, you can lift up your hand and ask your question. Please, everybody will have 2 to 2 minutes, then we'll be done. So if you have a question, please lift up your hand. If there is no question, then I thank everybody for giving me the ear, and I'm grateful, and I hand over back to my husband. Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you. We're going to have our support section, like I said, every day from Monday to 10:30 a.m. GMT. We'll have support. Yesterday, we had a very long one for almost 2 hours. All right. So every one of you, whether you are a trader, you want to set your MT4, I'll be there. You want to register for any of the business, I'll be there. You want to make payment for any of the business, anything you want to do, you want to ask questions, anything, because I can't, it's difficult, dealing with people personally, one-on-one. But now, because we're a community, let us come together. And because I notice when we have that support, others have experienced this. Okay, this is what I experienced, and we're all learning. So this is going to be a permanent Zoom. All right. The support Zoom is going to be permanent every day, 10:30 a.m. Then on Saturday, 11:30. All right. Thank you very much. Do have a beautiful day. Bye.